Hi guys, it's your girl Miss D here. First and foremost, let me tell you that this is a breastfeeding video. This is not a story time. Um, if you guys do not know me, I'm Miss D. I'm a mother. I am a breastfeeding consultant. I am a community activist. I am a lot of things. I'm a wife and all that good stuff. If you hear noises, my husband is sleeping and is snoring heck loud. And my child is home from school. It's teacher's planning day. So, let's get into it. Last video that I made for breastfeeding, I was very much pregnant. I am no longer pregnant. Baby is here. Um, she is actually 2 weeks old. I had her September 24th at 5:53 p.m. I believe. I had a cesarean, so I don't know. All right. So, um, here's things that you may want to know. Okay, so like I said, I had her September 24th. Today is October like 11th or something like that. Um, yeah, so it has been very, very challenging. First of all, I had preeclampsia towards the second day of being into labor. Um, I got induced on the 23rd or the 22nd or 23rd, one of them days. I don't know. I got induced. And then it was a very long process of if they was gonna take her, how long I was gonna stay. Uh, I got preeclampsia while I was in the hospital. The reason why they decided to induce me because my blood pressure was already going through some issues, but I ended up with preeclampsia while in the hospital. I was a little upset because I had wanted them to go ahead and do a cesarean because they were saying that my blood pressure was kind of starting to rise and they didn't want preeclampsia to set in. So I wanted to go ahead and get the cesarean done, and they were kind of taking forever. So why am I getting preeclampsia? Having all this extra fluid pumped into me, had to get a cesarean. She got nipple confusion because even though she was there by my side for a little bit, they tried to get her to latch on. My breasts are really heavy, so I'm like a uh, I want to say I'm a 42 double I or something like that. So boobs are boobs are big. Okay, so um, and it's not just because of my weight. Boobs have been big ever since I was in high school. I was in triple D in high school, um, and I was like a size 10. So yeah. Anyways, they couldn't get her to latch, so they had donor milk. So I let them know that she needed donor milk. My husband was there to make sure that she received the donor milk, but they gave donor milk and something like this. And nipple confusion definitely set in. My husband had to leave that particular night to go relieve the person that we had watching our son. Like I said, we didn't know that we was going to be there so many days, and he had to go be with our son. And because I was on magnesium because of the preeclampsia, she could not be in my room. And it was hard for me to wake up because I was under painkillers. So when she needed milk, they would bring her in to latch on. And if I would not wake up, then they would give her donor milk, again from something that looked like this. Nipple confusion. This is not the only nipple I use at home. I do use nipples that are similar to breast at home so that she can learn how to open wide and pull harder. But yeah, nipple confusion set in. So she is not latching on right this second. We're 2 weeks in. She doesn't know who her mommy is. Mommy's not gonna give up that easily. So I hope that she knows she has a fight coming her way. But it's okay. it is a process. And if your baby does not latch on, it can be a little hurtful. I did have a moment where I kind of broke down, and it was, it was, it's easy as a consultant to tell the parent, it's okay, it's not your fault, this is da 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 da. But when you are the parent and you're going through it, it's not as easy. And, I didn't have, ooh, yeah, excuse me. I did not have these issues with my son. Um, I didn't have a cesarean. He came out and I got him to latch on very quickly, no confusion, no anything like that. So, but with her, she does have nipple confusion. It's okay. We're working on it. I had my moment where I broke down. I'm human. I know I'm a lactation consultant and I'm always breastfeeding, rah, 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 but I'm human. So I didn't have my moment. I broke down. I cried. I felt like she was rejecting me. She didn't want me. Luckily, I have a very supporting husband who, just, it's not your fault. It's okay. Remember what you talk about, what you tell everyone. And I did not want to be a hypocrite. I definitely want to be a woman of my word. Um, and make sure that I keep going and keep striving. Um, so, so far, she has had two formula bottles. One the day before we left the hospital, one the day that we did leave the hospital. Um, Her weight had dropped significantly. She was born at 6'9" and she went down to 5'14". I'm not that crazy parent that's gonna be like, no, she can only have my milk and da 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 da. Because she had latched on and she had taken my milk, she was no longer eligible for the donor milk because she had latched on. Um, so it came to, she gonna get formula or what? So she got formula. I had to do what I had to do. I'm not that crazy person. But the day that we left the hospital, she was at 5'14". 2 days after we left the hospital, she had a doctor's appointment. We got home. I had a hand pump the first day we got home. I had got a hand pump from the hospital, and the second day, by the time we was on the second day before her appointment, my electric pump had came. But I was really on that hand pump, like really going to town with the hand pump and expressing milk because she was gonna get that milk. Um, I didn't really have a choice. It was feed her what she needed to have, or I need to go out and go buy some formula. And I didn't want to give up that easily, so I expressed that milk that I needed to express. It was coming, so I was expressing it. Um, She still has not wanted to latch on that much. She is latching on maybe about a couple seconds and then she lets it go. The bottle can give her that instant gratification. It's like, yeah, I don't have to work that hard. On you, I have to pull it kind of harder and I got to work for it. But on this, I don't really have to work too hard. It just kind of drips in there. Even if I hand express it in her mouth, she'll latch on. She has the perfect latch. Like she latches amazing, but she just doesn't want to work that hard for it. Lazy Libras. I'm not gonna go there, y'all. Don't attack me about the zodiac signs. Um, but she is an amazing girl. She's not latching, but she's getting all the breast milk that she can. Right now, I am producing way more from my right than I am from my left. It is okay if that happens. It is perfectly fine if that happens. Nothing's wrong. I do have to run some hot water over my right because it is producing more. So it does tend to get a little harder, or it tends to get a little heavier. And I'm already heavy chested. So that heavy feels really, really heavy. Um, so I do run some hot water over it, whether it's a hot shower or whatever the case may be. It's in the sink. If I need to really, really pump, like really quick, put it in the sink, let some hot water run over it real quick, or hop in the shower for like 2 seconds. Hot water over it. I'll hand express some out real quick in the shower. Jump, go right to my machine and let it pump it out. Um, if you are breastfeeding and you need a pump, contact your insurance company. They may be able to provide it for you for free. My insurance company definitely did. I don't have any expensive insurance company. I do have Medicaid, so my insurance company definitely provided a pump for me. Um, so I'm pumping out from my right anywhere from 3 to 4 ounces. One day it was actually 5. I was like, what? But I think that was like I didn't pump for like 4 or 5 hours. I was behind. I was behind from pumping. So, because I think we were running errands. And from my left, I can get at the least 2, at the most about 3.5. Um, and I'm pumping tremendously. I literally filled up a whole 2 liter jug in 2.5 days. So I'm pumping tremendously. And I'm pumping every 3 to 4 hours. Um, I have to be on it because she is not latching, so I have to be on it a little bit more, making sure that I'm pumping uh enough. So I don't want to get mastitis. I don't want to get anything that's gonna hurt me. So I make sure that I pay attention to my breasts, making sure I'm looking for any clogged ducts or any large masses that feel hard. I do have large masses that feel hard in my breast when it's about time for me to pump, especially from my right. So that's why I go to the shower. I will hand express them out first, and then I go to my pump and I pump it out. And even if I cannot seem to get it all out, I take my fist and I just push into my breast while I'm pumping, or I tell my husband to take his fist and push into my breast while I'm pumping, and that helps get that large lump of milk out. That's how I do it. Not professional way of doing it, but me as a woman, me as someone with large breasts, and my baby's not latching, that is what's working for me as a parent. Um, yeah. So it has been a journey. It has been interesting being a lactation consultant and cannot get my baby to latch. It has been very, very interesting. But she is still getting that goodness, that sweet goodness. This is all mommy, no formula. And that bottle was actually filled all the way up to here. And she drank it all the way down to there. And then she went into a milk coma. Um, yeah. But I thank you guys so much for checking in with me. Thank you for looking at these videos and supporting me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. And I think I'm going to let y'all see the princess now. Her name is Chloe Denise. So she's sleeping right now. Say hi, princess. So, yeah, that is it for me today, y'all. I love y'all so much. Please send more people my way. Love y'all. Peace out.